Good evening, welcome back to motorhoming in the slow lane. So here we are with Sophia. We're on another weekend away. Friday evening. We are making our way this weekend over to Cambridgeshire. We're going back there. There's a couple of jobs that I need the guys at the garages to look at and check out. Nothing serious or nothing too serious, although if you take a look over there you'll see that Sophia has got a bonnet in the normal position, which is up. So she's currently just overheating a little bit. The fans aren't working, which is one of the jobs I want the guys to look at. So I don't know when they stop working, but she's currently getting very warm. So we are inching our way this evening. So the plan is a wild camp tonight somewhere. We don't know where, no plans. We'll just pull over somewhere when we get nearer where we want to be. And we've got a very nice campsite booked then for 3 nights. And I've even brought my fishing kit, something I've not done in 18 years. So looking forward to some good weather and the normal stuff we get up to, but let's see if we get there first. So things have gone from bad to worse. So we have made it as far as Welwyn Garden City. After stopping at Reading Services to put some diesel in, we weren't happy. In fact, we used £70 worth of diesel in about 60 miles. So we've pulled over and found that we are leaking fuel. So it's another call into the RAC. So not sure what's going to happen. We're not leaking diesel while we're stood still, so it must be something, a leak in the fuel line, I think. So we are really, well, we're motorhoming in the dead lane, let alone the slow lane. So just waiting for the RAC and see what happens. But probably going to have to be recovered back to the workshop where we were making our way to anyway, but not an ideal start to the evening. After leaving home at 6:30, it's now 11 o'clock. We put the call in about 10 minutes ago, so we're just waiting for an estimate, see how long it'll be. But certainly still getting our money's worth out of our RAC contract, so fingers crossed it won't be too long, and we'll see where we go and where we are tonight. But here we go again. Gone 2:10 in the morning and we are at a lay-by just outside where we want to be. So this was our plan, to be here actually, but it's taken a lot longer than we thought it would, or what we hoped it would. I've got to give a big shout out to the Hertfordshire police. A van stopped while we were in the BP garage to see if we were okay. Happened that one of the policemen was also a mechanic, had a look for us and tried to fix it, couldn't. But 10 minutes later swung back and he'd been to his car and got a Jubilee clip for us and fixed it, at least temporarily. But we've done another 60 miles on it, which is great. So big shout out to the Hertfordshire police for rescuing us. Thanks very much, guys, really appreciate it. Hopefully tomorrow we can carry on and get the van fixed, which will be great, because this is turning into a bit of a nightmare again. But fingers crossed everything will be alright. We seem to be in a nice quiet lay-by, so we're going to get some shut-eye, and then tomorrow's a new day. We'll see what we do tomorrow. Oh, and Lexi's got straight back into it. She is snoring like a good one. So a very good morning from sunny Cambridgeshire. We are currently parked by the side of the A141. We found a little lay-by, pulled up last night about 2 o'clock and settled in for the night. An interesting night it was too. We just settled into bed and heard a bang. Thought someone was outside the van, had a look, couldn't see anything. About 10 minutes later we had another louder bang. No idea what they were until this morning when we found that the sat-nav holder had fallen off, so it gave us both a good fright. Plan for the weekend is to carry on to the campsite and enjoy our weekend away. We've got a campsite booked for a couple of nights just up the road, about 10 miles from where we are now, and then at some point we'll be taking the van back to the workshop to have the fans looked at, which was the reason we're here mainly, but also to get them to look at the fuel line that worked its way sort of loose yesterday. So yeah, looking forward to settling on the campsite very soon. And then see how we spend the rest of the weekend.
So this is where we stayed last night. Not a bad view from the van. The road was quite busy through the night, but a really massive lay-by. When we got here there was another motorhome. So yeah, not a bad lay-by. So we have arrived at our campsite. We are staying at Fields End Water campsite. So it's surrounded by fishing lakes, and then there's a paddock, and then there's the main park. So we were unable to get a spot on the fishing lake, so we are in the main park. So we're just going to make some lunch and just chill because it's quite warm. So I'll just show you our setup. Lou's just chilling with the dogs. So yeah, we've got a bit of shade there. Here's Sophia. And we are on a fully, what are we called? A fully serviced pitch. And then you got some over there. So I've had a really lazy afternoon. I've had a little sleep. We got about 3 or 4 hours sleep last night, and I had a bit of a headache, so I've had a bit of a sleep, and Lee's read his book. We are currently in the dog walking area on site, which is, they've got an off-lead site, so we're just walking around the paddock to see how dog friendly it is, because Lexi, our eldest beagle, is an escape artist and will get out of anywhere. So we're just walking around to see if she can potentially go off the lead. So we've walked around the edge and it looks like it potentially is Lexi proof. This could all end in disaster.
Good morning everybody, it's Sunday morning here at Fields End Water. We are here for our second day here. As some of you might know, I've challenged myself to the London Marathon in October, so I'm going to take off for a run around this village. Sarah was up at 4:30 this morning, so she's not very happy. The dogs decided they needed to go for a walk, so she went out walking around the fields at 4:30 this morning to satisfy the dogs, who were then back up again at 8 o'clock this morning, so she's not very happy. I'll see you when I get back from my run. It's getting warm, so I better get out and get it done, I guess. So one thing I absolutely love about being on a fully serviced pitch is that we can literally get water when we need it. Me and Lee are really good with water. We can serve it as much as we can, but I have got really thick, long hair. I actually cut it shortly after we got the motorhome because it was just too long and too thick to wash my hair. When we never know if we can get water. So for me, being on a fully serviced pitch is just amazing. It makes you feel refreshed and my hair is nice and clean. So yeah, it's a big difference considering last week we were at the air tattoo. Paulie had to walk quite a long way to get water, and today he literally just has to go outside. So yeah, really love a fully serviced pitch. So Lee is back from his run. We're just gonna take the dogs out for a quick walk on the dog walk here. I think there's the dog walk here and then it goes onto public land, doesn't it? Yep, so we're going to do the Doddington Village Circular. So I've just run it, so we probably won't do the whole thing, but it leads you through some fields and towards the village and back round again. So it was a lovely little run this morning, but we'll see how far we get with this walk.
It's quite warm as well, isn't it? So we're going to see how the dogs do.
Yeah.
Lee's just gone to put some dog poo in the dog poo, which was right at the start of the walk. Bless him. Come on, you're meant to be running the marathon. Let's go. Go, go, go.
Try not to get the sweat on.